Congratulations to Manchester United fans. They are now in the top five. Congratulations to all of you on your rugged win. No be waiting enemies plan for una be this, but una sha skill through. I came out with the 3 points. So let's start from the beginning of the match. Amorim actually changed that stubborn Portuguese serpent. That stubborn man actually changed his formation and his tactics from a 3-4-3 to a 4-3-3 in attack, and when defending, saw glimpses of 4-4-2 here and there. And surprisingly, he started Dogu as the right winger, he put Sesko as a striker. I think he put Cunha, yes, he put Cunha as the left winger. Then he now put Mount, Casemiro, and Ugarte in midfield. Then he put Dalo and what's his name, Shaw as the right back and left back. Then centre back pairing of Martinez and Heaven, which actually worked wonders in the first half. Manchester United were actually creating chances, they were putting pressure. And shout out to Dogu in the first half, man. The guy was absolutely amazing. He was absolutely amazing. He was one of the main forces that was driving the attack. You know, he was dribbling, creating chances. He even scored a very wonderful and amazing volley for his first goal since joining Manchester United in January. In the first half, as amazing as Manchester United were, there were still some little hiccups here and there. Which is Sesko, 70 million. Sesko, Hazard now, Hazard. Sesko was actually very sluggish in the first half. You know, he missed a couple of chances. He was very sluggish on the ball. He was being dispossessed. You know, to me, he had a very very terrible, poor performance in the first half. And I thought he was going to get solved off at halftime, but it didn't actually happen. Because his performance was that poor. Believe me, for those that missed the match, Sesko's performance was that poor. You know, his hold up play even was nothing to write home about. But you know, I also give a special shout out to Missy Mount and Matheus Cunha. In the first half, Shao did not really make Manchester United fans feel the absence of Bruno Fernandes, who missed the game due to injury. They really put in their best, and Casemiro and Ugarte, they were actually doing the dirty work. And in the first half also, we had a very superb performance from Eden Heaven, uh, Manchester United spokesman. So he did really well, and we got to see Shobato Carlos in action today. He actually did well. He played really well. To me, he played really well. He was decent. I prefer the normal left back Shobato Carlos than this right centre back nonsense. But it is what it is. So now, first first half aside, when Manchester United came back from halftime, we are all notified that Missy Mount has been injured and was replaced by an academy boy. He was replaced by Fletcher. So I think maybe that is what prompted Ruben Amorim to change back to his favorite 3-4-3. But to me, that was an error. That was a very terrible mistake. It's as if Newcastle were waiting for Manchester United to change to 3-4-3, because ever since we changed back to that formation, they brought the pressure. They actually look like they not even look like they were actually the better team. They were actually the better team. They were creating chances left and right. And I would say, if not for poor finishing, uh, they could have sneaked in a draw. They could have sneaked in a draw. So maybe it's luck, but kudos to Manchester United for seeing out a draw. So talking about CS:GO, it was finally brought off. in the second half, and you know, Joshua Sexy, he was brought in, and let me not lie, I don't really see difference. I don't really see the difference. Both of them were sluggish, poor, you know. And Zexi at some point towards the ending of the game, he looked like as if he played 90 minutes. He was very, very tired. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So, but when Newcastle, were bringing the pressure in the second half, I want to give a special shout out to Matheus Cunha. He really helped the defense. His defensive work rate today, mm-mm, shout out to him. With his ball carrying abilities, he took the pressure of the defense. He would just carry ball from defense, only him, drive, only him. Go lose ball, go see, go back, go defend. Yeah, that's what I'm actually talking about. That's what we actually need from Matheus Cunha. Make it a display in special abilities. So now, finally, when we change back to that 3-4-3, say na 3-4-3 be that, abi na 7-3-1, abi na 7-2-1. So because from 3-4-3, you were seeing five at the back. At some point, you were seeing six at the back. Then finally, I saw seven players at the back. They were just defending, and for a contrast to what we performed in the first half, this was actually very poor. To me, the second half, Ruben Amorim actually messed everything up, destroyed the tactics that was actually working, against Newcastle. For his, I don't know whether na his stubbornness, that agidi, no worry. Ruben Amorim, you gats stay guided, But all in all, we thank God for Manchester United fans and their 3 points. They're back in the top five. Some fans are even saying maybe the top four is possible, but I laugh in Tokyo, I laugh in China. Some are even saying they are going for the league. That's not possible. It's just speculation. But a very good game, and exhausting watch, but a rewarding one for Manchester United. GG guys, take care.